This is Ria. She said she was going to be a YouTuber and then disappeared for 2 years.
I'm sorry guys, it's been too long, I apologize.
Now she's back, documenting her life as your favorite Hong Kong creator. But first, we have to take it back and catch up, shall we? Welcome back.
I'm back. It's been like over 2 years since I've actually created a YouTube video, and since then there have been so many changes. Okay, we need to really catch up on what's been going on. But it's 8:49 in the morning and I have a really busy day ahead, so I thought we could do a little chatty get ready with me. So firstly, I have to edit a couple of videos that I'm posting on my Instagram and then the Hong Kong Hidden Gems Instagram as well, to promote my digital product, which has been out for the past month. So I'm just doing some advertising for that. And in the afternoon, I'm gonna be creating a custom lipstick shade for me, and that's gonna be for my Instagram. And then I'm gonna have to run to see a theater that I'm looking at so that I can host the Summer I Turned Pretty finale event there. And then after that, I have to do shopping for a fashion show tomorrow and get some shampoo. Very busy day. But obviously, as you can tell from my agenda for today, that I'm a full-time content creator. The last time you saw me, guys, I was fun employed, I was teaching, and I loved my 2 years of teaching, don't get me wrong, but to be half in and half out for 2 years, like going to work at 9 a.m, finishing at 5, and then editing videos from like 7 to like 9 p.m, just really wasn't sustainable for me and my mental health. Last year, in July 2024, I quit the corporate world to pursue content creation full-time. It's been a year since then, and wow, it's been a roller coaster, okay? Like, to say the least. One thing that I will say is that the journey isn't as streamlined as you think it is to be a full-time content creator, but I am definitely learning, I'm definitely growing, and more importantly, I feel very different. I feel very changed from the person that I was last year, because I put in so much effort to really work on myself. So since quitting the corporate world, I have done a lot of interesting shit that I need to like catch you up on. Firstly, I took my first solo trip ever to Bali for 3 weeks in August 2024, and it really opened my eyes and made me realize, like, yes, traveling and documenting my experience is exactly what I want to do for the rest of my life. Those 3 weeks were incredible. I met the most amazing people. I met Magic Mike. If you know, you know. I realized during that trip that I want to move to Bali. Yep, have such a good balance between work and play. Yes, they have the tropical part where you can surf and beach and clubs, but they also have a beautiful community of digital nomads, which I am. So I was like, this would be amazing, and I've been working on trying to get to Bali. As you can tell, I'm still living with my parents. After my solo trip, I took an amazing 3-week trip to Europe. So that included Marbella, Berlin, and London. And Berlin was to see a best friend, London was to see another best friend, and Marbella was to attend a wedding because I was a bridesmaid for my best friend in college. Her name is Paulina. I love you, babe. I hate Marbella. Marbella is where I studied hospitality management in 2017 to 2018. It was great because it's a beach town, but to travel there, you gotta be out of your mind. There's literally nothing there, and especially because I was solo there for a couple of days before the wedding, I went out by myself and realized this is where the sugar daddies are. And like, it wasn't easy to mingle with people there. It wasn't my vibe. It's like, if you know people, you're gonna have a fun time there, but if you don't know people and you're traveling solo, it's gonna be a very interesting experience. But that being said, though, the wedding was beautiful. I had the best time. That was the first time I ever went to a white wedding. Indian, like, we know weddings well, okay? Like, and this is the first time where I was like, wait, why is nobody dancing for her? Like, that's crazy. Like, why isn't there multiple outfits involved, you know? I remember going up to her during like the reception, and I was like, babe, I need to change out of my bridesmaid's dress. And she's like, why? I'm like, we took all the photos, right? And she's like, yes. And I'm like, yeah, it's time for me to change the outfit, number 2 for the reception. And she's like, what? Like, she was completely lost. Like, if you know Indian weddings, we have multiple outfit changes during like one night. So I was like busy like yeeting out to get my next dress. Oh yeah, on that end, do you see that? Fucking still empty. So please do not get your hopes up, okay? She's still single. Mingle. Still ready to mingle, kind of. I don't know. I went to Berlin to surprise my best friend. She's half German, half Chinese. Hi, Kati, if you're watching this. I love her. She is honestly a breath of fresh air. She's like my ride or die. Like, I would do anything for this girl. And yeah, I just spent like a week with her. And obviously, I'm a huge techno head. I love going to raves. She point blank told me I was an idiot for coming to Berlin from Monday to Friday and like flying out Friday, because she's like, what the fuck are you doing? At least stay for the weekend so that you can go out and party. And I was like, that's smart. I didn't think about that. But on Thursday night, an amazing fortuitous chain of events happened where I was just suggested to go to Berghain. Like, some random people in a staircase told me to go to Berghain on a Thursday night. And because I was there at the right place, right time, I booked my Uber and went to Berghain and got in. That's a whole nother story time and a half. Like, the laws of the universe working in my favor. I mean, I went into Berghain and I saw what I needed to see, okay? I didn't see what you would think I needed to see. I saw enough for me to realize what kind of space I was walking into. It is so protected. You feel super safe. You feel super comfortable. The music, yes, it's a little alternative. And people are just doing their own thing. People are not touching you. People are not weird. People aren't looking at you. They're just in their heads, which I like. Because in clubs, people are just like busy trying to grind on you. They're trying to like touch you. They're trying to like get with you. Raves or clubs like Berghain, they could not care less that you exist, because they're there to exist for themselves. They're not there for anybody else. You get me? That being said though, like, I didn't see any of the other floors, the notorious other floors. That being said, that was an amazing way to end my trip in Berlin. Then I went to London to see another best friend. I'm not a huge fan of London, to be honest, but I found myself like warming up to London because it's like, I mean, like, it's similar to Hong Kong, right? Like, it's a city. I was just a little paranoid about people trying to take my phone. So I remember like telling Manya the manager. I don't know whether she's managing me anymore. It's okay, she's on sabbatical. Anyway, like, I would remember every time I tried to take a photo, I would yell at her and I'd be like, watch my six, because I wanted her to watch my back in case like anyone was like trying to steal my phone. I bought like one of these like lanyards so that I could protect myself. Like, nothing happened. Literally nothing happened. It was just all in my head. So essentially in London, we kind of lived like that hoity-toity lifestyle. We just ate, drank, went out. Cooked food, and then talked. That entire Europe trip put a huge dent in my wallet, okay? And that was a consistent kind of theme starting from the end of my Europe trip onwards. A lot of my journey from that point to where I am now has been like trying to figure out how to rework my mentality and my mindset about money. Because a lot of the time, living in a very expensive city like Hong Kong, you end up equating your worth to how much you make. And because I wasn't making a lot, I became depressed. I became so depressed. Like, I was like, I am not worthy. I'm not worthy. I'm gonna be a failure. That's all that I kept saying to myself. And obviously that's not a healthy way to like craft your mindsets. It was hard to function without being able to sustain yourself, right? I felt guilty every single time I said no to dinner dates. I felt guilty every single time that like people would ask me out and I would say no because I would say I'm busy, but really it was like I was trying to figure out whether it was that dinner or me paying my credit card bills. It was that bad. It was hard. And you know what? People can come for me and be like, Ria, you should have financially planned. I did financially plan, but what I didn't anticipate was the economy crashing last year, October, November, December. I did not anticipate that. How was I supposed to know? So in that few months, I was like not getting anything. I was not getting any brand deals. I was not I couldn't sustain myself. There was a lot of shame and embarrassment that I was feeling. Like, I just didn't know how to function in social settings because I'd have to talk about like, hi, how are you? I'm not one to fucking lie, so I would end up like talking about how it hasn't been working out for me, and it felt so embarrassing to talk about it again and again, so I would just isolate myself. So anytime someone would come into town or someone would say let's hang out, I would inevitably decline because I knew that being in a situation with them would require me to open up or require me to talk about myself, and as someone who's an open book, to all of a sudden like shut off. So a lot of 2025 was me sort of reworking all these negative and limiting beliefs so that I can actually receive abundance. Watching so many YouTube videos, I've been really like diving deep into mindsets and psychology and really understanding what the root of all of these things are, and a lot of them is pretty much rooted in childhood, in the way that your parents really talked about money, the way that I know that money is a sensitive topic, but I feel like it isn't talked about enough because everyone likes to see the fucking end result where you're like, I'm making millions of dollars. Great. What about the mindsets that you adopted in order to get there? And that's what the phase I'm in right now. I'm adopting these really positive reframe mindset. I'm really learning how to be my own best friend, and I wouldn't say that I'm 100% there, not at all, but I am getting there. I'm feeling a lot more positive. I'm feeling excited for the future, and more importantly, I trust myself now because I have literally picked myself up from like a depression hole in the beginning of the year to where I am now, which is I'm feeling a lot more light, I'm feeling a lot more excited, I feel happy. And throughout my channel, you have seen me go from job to job, constantly trying to figure things out and trying to make this content creating thing work. And sometimes it felt like it just comes easier to other people than it does to me. Maybe I'm not meant to be a YouTuber, but now that I am sitting here in front of you guys, it just feels so natural to be talking with you guys again. I am excited to make this whole thing work out for me because everything does work out for me. I really do believe it does, because if someone like Tam Kaur can do it and Maddie Webb can do it, so can I. Anyway, that being said, enough chit-chatting. We are going to be doing a little bit of work before we leave. So it's around 10:37 right now. So I'm gonna be busy editing on my phone for today's post for my Hong Kong Hidden Gem and Not Bad Gallery read. So yeah, let's do that together. I just finished lunch and I finished editing 2 reels, which I'm posting today, so watch out for that. And now I'm just putting the finishing touches on my outfit before I leave the house, because we're going to make our own unique custom lipstick shade. These earrings are from 7 Other Reasons. Some bangles. And the last final touch to my outfit is something you guys have not seen on this channel before. I know, right? She's a beauty! I got them from Paulette, and my old glasses that you've seen before, they just made me look like I was underage, and I was tired of being carded at the club. Really defines who I am. I feel like a marketing director. So now we're gonna mix the colors and choose which color that we want for the lipstick.
See this 000, right?
Yes.
Okay. If you download
So I don't know if you can tell, we made this really beautiful berry shade that's like perfect for olive skin girlies, and right now it's in the freezer, so I get to have a little break, but I will show you what it looks like afterwards. I'm pretty sure we made a killer combination. We were both surprised. Perfect like deep pink brownie shade that's like perfect for brown girls. Look at it. So nice. beautiful.
When you guys arrive, so they can just do the registration from here.
Okay. Okay, hello Archie. Hello. Ah, you like me? So guys, I've just come back home and I decided against going shopping because I realized there is an outfit that I haven't used yet, and I'll be wearing that for the first fashion show I've ever been invited to, which is crazy to me. I have to figure out event details and ticketing details for the watch party, which, by the way, oh my god, like, it's a beautiful venue. It's cozy, it's comfortable, the screen is large, and I just started envisioning what it would look like. I'm gonna have like peach bellinis, I'm gonna have canapes on the side, I'm gonna have like 50 girls are gonna be screaming in unison when Team Bonrad inevitably comes together, which I hope happens. Jenny Han, you better not screw with me. I need to figure out ticketing details right now because the tickets are gonna go live tomorrow. And then I have a couple of videos that I have to edit before tomorrow as well. So there is no rest for the wicked, my friends. And I need to finish all of this before I can relax and watch the episode 9 of The Summer I Turned Pretty. So yes, time to put my hair back. Let's get down to work. Let's get down to business. If you've been an OG subscriber, you've known that I've always had blonde hair, but look at how luscious and curly it is naturally. This is what my hair actually looks like. I'm so happy I have been able to solidify a curly hair routine. That's how I go to bed, guys. I go to bed like this. This is my current skincare lineup that really works for my skin right now. The Ordinary. It smells really bad. I don't like it. It's like the soothing barrier. It comes out pink, and this jojoba oil, which I really like as well. So let's get watching. So it is the next day, and I did a couple of hours of work in the morning, and now I just got ready to go to my first ever fashion show. Pause. I know. I have never been to a fashion show in my life, so I was really surprised when I actually got the invite. But it's like a little bit of imposter syndrome because I'm thinking to myself, ow, I just poked myself in the eye. Ow, ow, ow. Why me? But then I realized I'm low-key a fashion diva. I just haven't been able to get my fits together, okay? But speaking of fits, this is what I'm wearing. So the invite said your favorite chic fit, and I'm like, chic fit who? I'm gonna do whatever I want. So this is my outfit. What do you guys think? So this number I got from India. It's really nice. I haven't worn it out ever. And then I got this pencil skirt as well. That like goes until my ankle. I need to still accessorize and put some earrings on and bracelets. My sister's also gonna be coming with me, so I need to bring her heels as well. I will catch up with you when I'm ready to leave. This. Wow, look at that.
Step of our 15.
We're putting on 1800 Victorian dresses and giving new.
Hi guys, I am back home. It's currently like 10:45 in the night. I am so exhausted, but let's do a little bit of a post-fashion show debrief. So the fashion show that I went for was Redress, and Redress is an NGO, and their mission is to make fashion circular, which means more sustainable. They have a lot of thrift stores all around Hong Kong, which I've been to multiple times, so I have a couple of items from their stores, which is really nice. And the entire point of this fashion show is to showcase designers and their ability to use like upcycled materials and like discarded fabrics and create it into a line that is never been seen. Yeah, it was a really great time. I had so much fun seeing my friends. I had so much fun like seeing people's looks. I had so much fun. Just the fact that I was even there was amazing. So I'm super grateful I had this opportunity, and thank you Redress for inviting me. But that does conclude the end of our vlog. So I'm glad we have caught up. I'm glad that you guys know where I'm at in life, and I can't wait to see where this channel takes me, because as of for right now, I'm not traveling, but I will be documenting my adventures here in Hong Kong. So I hope you guys stick around for that. And with that, let me say adieu, bonsoir, good night.